don't count toward the record, which is 97, set by Michael Williams back in 1993. But here is Nowitzki now with 88 free throws in a row, and it's a three-point game.
That's like talking about a person with 9 straight strikes. Come on, in bowling, you know what I mean? You don't talk about that. You just let him finish it out.
Parker now with 10 points. You believe in that stuff?
Yeah, I believe in all those things. You don't talk about that, like a no-hitter in baseball. Come on.
Really? You believe in a black cat coming across your path?
Let's hope there's no walking out here right now.
Nowitzki hitting from outside. Now 1 for 4 from the field. So Dirk coming back and has 4 points so far in the second quarter. Spurs by 3. Parker with a runner, and it falls off. Rebound by Haywood. Here's Barea. Penetrating against Richard Jefferson and getting the basket. So Barea with the basket, and it's a 1-point game. Jefferson against Marion, and Richard Jefferson coming in with 6 points, already exceeding his game 1 total. Parker trying for the steal against Nowitzki. In and out. Barea to Haywood, and a great touch reaction pass by Jose Barea, and a timeout called by San Antonio.
Well, as you see the ball bouncing on the floor, the team that gets to it first oftentimes winds up being rewarded. As Doug Collins likes to refer to them, those 50-50 balls, you have to get them because they pay off.
Transition D. Don't take anything for granted, but you want to keep that pace. Stay in attack mode. It's the way to run the floor.
Popovich talking to his team about getting back, making sure they don't give up easy scores. At the same time, he's saying to them, okay to push the ball back at them. I'm fine with that. And as you look down at fast break points, both teams have 6 fast break points right now. Transition defense, fast break offense.
So the Mavericks with Terry, Nowitzki, Haywood, Marion, and Jose Barea. And Barea, in his 4th year from Northeastern in Boston, was not drafted, 25 years old, and last year started 18 games. And was a wild card surprise against the Spurs in the first round of last year's playoffs. So the Spurs leading by 1. They were up by 11 at one point. Roger Mason Jr. with Bonner, Blair, Jefferson, and Blair misses the stuff, but Jefferson with the offensive rebound knocked away, and it was last touched by Dallas, but there is no question that Richard Jefferson has come out ignited in this game.
Yeah, and Blair now has had 3 opportunities to score layups and has not been able to convert. That time he lost the ball, the grip on it, but all this time right now is gravy time for Popovich because he's buying time for Tim Duncan. As long as they can stay up a point, stay even, he's fine. Otherwise, you'll see Tim return to the floor.
And as he told Marty Snyder, he's got to play, and he's been around a lot of years, so he knows how to handle foul trouble. Parker hitting the jumper. So Tony Parker now with 12 points on 5 for 9 shooting, and there he is, Tim Duncan, just as you mentioned it, getting off the bench and getting ready to come in. Good start for Parker, who had 18 in game 1. Roger Mason Jr. trying to keep Terry at bay, and now Bonner again on Nowitzki with a fall away by Dirk.
Amazing. The other night, everything went down. It was easy for Dirk Nowitzki. Tonight, he can't get him to fall.
And Jefferson missing outside, and that's maybe one of the reasons why Greg Popovich says, I'm not going to panic and now double team him, because our strategy worked. And is he going to go 12 for 14 again? Well, he's 1 for 6 right now. Skip pass and a tough one. Terry is fouled, and it'll be on Mason.
Mason did a good job of chasing him off the three-point line, but then did a poor job by fouling him on such a poor shot. Off balance, floating in the air. Don't foul a person, put him on the line, shoot nose.
So Blair goes out. And not only does Ginobili, but you saw Duncan come in. Duncan with 8 points on 3 for 6 shooting and has 5 rebounds. And Duncan sat for almost 9 minutes as Terry goes to the line. Here is a look at the upcoming national TV schedule. That's NBA TV on Thursday. And on ESPN on Friday, doubleheader starting at 7 o'clock Eastern. Those are game 3s. And ABC on Sunday, game 4s starting at 12:30 Eastern. Terry now with 11 points, and he is the leading scorer for Dallas. Parker with 12. Heads the Spurs. Parker on the bench now, replaced by George Hill. Here's Jefferson, posted up against Caron Butler. Jefferson, fall away, and he's got it. Jefferson coming out strong, has 8 points, and the Spurs up by 3.
Vic, he felt very comfortable down there. That's that left low block we talked about. That's where he used to post up back in New Jersey when he scored, average 20 points a game. They gave it to him there, and he converted.
Terry with a fancy drive, but does not get results. Nearly halfway through this second quarter. Feed the hot hand, and it's Richard Jefferson coming out strong now in double figures. San Antonio by 5.
Richard Jefferson accepting the challenge that his coach put out there, being much more aggressive and doing it in a number of different ways. Offensive rebounds, going to the basket off the dribble, posting up.
And Nowitzki will go to the line with a spin move to the hoop, and the foul will be the second against Matt Bonner.
I don't know if we saw Richard Jefferson make a move like this the entire last game. He got himself in foul trouble early on, but right now playing with a lot of confidence.
I will not say anything about streaks. Now, there you have it. I mentioned it, and he made the free throws. I said I wouldn't say anything, and he finally missed the free throw after 88 in a row.
That's just like you're saying it. I mean, unbelievable. I have to work with you after this game on that. Leaving guys alone.
I only have an hour and a half for that. All right, 1 out of 2 for Dirk Nowitzki, who has 5 points, and the lead is 4. Here's Ginobili, and double teamed by Dampier and Terry. Ginobili, great control with his left hand. And the Spurs up by 6. Here is Terry penetrating. Ball knocked away. Barea has it. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Picked up by McDyess on the switch. Butler had a 3, but Duncan closed down. And they really didn't have anything going there.
No, good job that time of scrambling around by San Antonio, really hustling at the defensive end of the floor.
And Jefferson with a reverse layup, and he left Dirk Nowitzki in his tracks. And now he doesn't yell much, but Rick Carlisle is really upset. And Richard Jefferson, 5 for 7 shooting and 12 points, making it happen.
Made it look like he was going to back out of there. Instead, he turned on the Jets, lays it in.
They played this year against the Mavericks, last year with Milwaukee, and he's been in 78 playoff games with New Jersey and Jason Kidd, and we saw them at their best earlier on.
Well, he was considered around the league one of the key pickups in the offseason as teams were trying to retool or stock up, looking ahead for the season. And he was one of the deals that were done. People said, wow, what a piece San Antonio is adding.
And we'll have a whistle, an offensive foul. Jason Kidd in the game with Terry in the backcourt. And so the offensive foul is against Dampier, his second. And Tony Parker will come in for George Hill, and as you pointed out early in the game, Hill's getting the start, but coming in and basically playing both guard positions.
Well, remember the old Detroit Pistons days? It was Isaiah Thomas, Joe Dumars, Vinnie Johnson. Okay, those are the 3 guards. Chuck Daly went with it that time, and that's what Papa's doing here, trying to rotate just 3 guards.
Ginobili lays it in. Spurs getting a lot of uncontested lay-ins in this game, and now have opened up the 10-point lead. The Mavericks, who had cut it to 1. Nowitzki misses again. So Nowitzki having a different kind of shooting game. 1 for 7 tonight so far.
It's one of the biggest things that the Spurs have done. They've taken the energy out of this building right now. By Nowitzki not making shots, by San Antonio executing. This is a quiet crowd.